Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns find themselves at a crucial crossroads once again. After a tumultuous season that left many fans scratching their heads, the franchise has taken bold steps to try and turn the page and get back to the top of the AFC North. But as we all know, rebuilding and retooling in the NFL is never a straight line. It's a roller coaster, and right now, the Browns are in the midst of a significant reset. Just when it looked like the team was starting to find some rhythm, they decided to part ways with head coach Kevin Stefanski after 6 seasons. That's a big shakeup, no doubt, and it signals that the front office is eager to find fresh ideas and new leadership to steer this ship in the right direction. Kevin Stefanski brought stability and a system that many believed could grow into something special, but the results just didn't meet expectations consistently. So now, the Browns are in search of that next head coach who can be the catalyst for a resurgence, someone who can bring cohesion, innovation, and a winning mentality to Cleveland. This isn't just about filling a position. It's about finding someone who can change the trajectory of this franchise, someone who can finally capitalize on the talent already in place and elevate the team to compete at the highest level. And speaking of talent, Cleveland's roster is an interesting mix of potential and question marks. The star of the defense, Myles Garrett, continues to be an absolute beast. He broke the NFL single-season sacks record in Week 18 against the Cincinnati Bengals, a moment that reminded everyone why he's considered one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league. Garrett's dominance is a bright spot in an otherwise inconsistent Browns defense, which has some other pieces that show promise but need more consistency and support from the rest of the unit. It's clear that if Cleveland wants to contend, they'll need to build around Garrett and shore up their defensive line, secondary, and overall team depth. Offensively, the Browns are still searching for stability at quarterback. They drafted 2 quarterbacks in the 2025 NFL Draft, but the jury is still out on whether either of those signal callers is the franchise answer. The team enters the offseason not fully committed to either quarterback, and it's widely expected that Cleveland might use more draft capital in 2026 to bring in another passer who can lead the team with confidence and consistency. This ongoing quarterback dilemma is a concern because, in today's NFL, having a reliable and dynamic quarterback is often the difference between a playoff appearance and a deep run in the postseason. But what makes this situation even more urgent is the broader context of the AFC North. The division has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, and Pittsburgh Steelers all making significant moves and improvements. The Browns cannot afford to fall behind, especially considering the recent success of teams like the Seahawks, who are an excellent example of how a franchise can rebuild on the fly. Cleveland's front office understands that they need to act quickly and decisively, whether that's through coaching changes, draft picks, or free agent signings, to avoid getting left behind. Now, a key piece of this puzzle is the Browns' pursuit of new coaching talent. Recently, Cleveland requested permission to interview Seahawks defensive coordinator Aden Durde, a move that has sparked a lot of buzz among Browns fans. Durde, born in England, has made a remarkable journey from playing in NFL Europe to rising through the coaching ranks in the NFL, and he's now considered one of the most promising defensive minds in the league. Over the past 2 seasons, Durde has helped turn the Seahawks' defense into one of the best in football, and his impact has been widely recognized. What makes Durde's potential hiring so intriguing is the historic aspect. If Cleveland manages to bring him in as their head coach, he would be the first European-born head coach in NFL history. That's a milestone, and it speaks volumes about how the league is evolving and opening doors for diverse coaching talent. Durde's journey is truly the stuff of a success story. He played in NFL Europe for years, got a shot with the Carolina Panthers through the NFL International Development Practice Squad, and then spent time with the Kansas City Chiefs on their practice squad before making a real impact as a defensive coordinator. His defensive schemes with Seattle have been aggressive, creative, and highly effective. The Seahawks have been able to generate pressure, force turnovers, and keep opponents' offenses in check, traits that every Browns fan loves to see in their team. Cleveland's defense is already on the right track with Garrett leading the charge, but adding a coach like Durde could be the game changer they need to elevate the entire unit and bring the Browns back to respectability on that side of the ball. Of course, the Browns are not alone in their coaching search. The NFL postseason is already underway, with teams vying for a shot at the Lombardi Trophy, and Cleveland is watching closely. The name of the game now is finding someone who can not only come in and fix what's broken, but also build a culture of winning that lasts. If Durde or any other candidate can bring that to Cleveland, it could set the stage for a new era of Browns football, one where the team is not just competing but contending for Super Bowls. Looking at the bigger picture, Cleveland's front office is aware that they need to be aggressive. The AFC North is a division where every little advantage counts, and the Browns can't afford to lag behind. They've got a roster with some promising pieces, but the reality is they need more consistency, more star power, and that innovative coaching that can unlock hidden potential. The draft, free agency, and coaching hires will all play critical roles in shaping the next chapter of Browns football. So, Browns fans, it's a time of anticipation. The search for the right head coach continues, and the possibility of bringing in someone like Aden Durde adds an exciting new dimension to the franchise's future. This is a team with tradition, with passionate fans, and with the talent to compete, but now, more than ever, they need the right leadership to push them over the top. The offseason is just beginning, and the moves Cleveland makes in the coming months could define whether they're back in the postseason race or still searching for answers. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this coaching pursuit? Do you believe Durde is the guy who can turn things around? Or do you think the team should look elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.